Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horse.
Shoo bob shooby doo doo booby doo dow.
And the shot rang out, bang!
Hot dog!
Don't hesitate! It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow!
Well, hey, hi, howdy, and welcome to Horses Sing None of It there. My name is Ralph Litwin, your host, and we're going to start out this program with one of my songs called Love is Like Washing a Potato, and helping me out with it is my guest for today, We Still Ain't Got No Band, Supper Club, and Living Room Music Emporium.
Yeah.
Also known as WSAGN.
All right, again.
WSAG for short. And they even have another name. Kenny Ralston, Patsy Ralston, and Henry Nierenberg.
Yeah.
That was harder than the other name.
Right.
Yeah, quit while you're ahead.
And these guys helped me out with this song on my album, Makes My Heart Feel Happy, and they're going to emulate their performance on that recording. On a little island down by Japan was a little girl monkey. Potato in her hand, all covered with dirt. You know it tasted pretty mean. Her name was Emo, Albert Einstein of her tribe. She went down to the water, washed it in the tide like the invention of the wheel. A revolution in monkey cuisine. Oh, it's like washing a potato and teaching someone else to wash a potato too. Pretty soon the whole world will be washing potatoes with you. Now Emo's mama and her friends got a lesson in the art of washing potatoes right from the start. And all of Emo's friends, they taught their mamas also. And the anthropologists watched with great interest, but they weren't ready for what happened next, 'cause science don't explain it. Their minds, it did blow. It's like washing a potato and teaching someone else to wash a potato too. Pretty soon the whole world will be washing potatoes with you. Play that guitar, man. About 100 monkeys had learned this new skill. The anthropologists got a great big thrill because all the other monkeys learned it instantaneously. How'd they do that? But that was not all there was to this big surprise. On other islands, people could not believe their eyes. They see monkeys all over washing potatoes with glee. It's like washing a potato and teaching someone else to wash a potato too. Pretty soon the whole world will be washing potatoes with you. Now Now there's two ways to deal with conflict in your life. One way is with love, the other with strife. And if you use the love way, you'll be happy, you're sure. And when we reach the right number for all humankind, people using love in conflict, I think we will find that the arms race is over and there will be no more war. And that is why I love is like washing up potatoes and teaching someone else to wash a potato too. Pretty soon the whole world will be washing potatoes. Pretty soon the whole world will be washing potatoes. Pretty soon the whole world will be washing potatoes with you. Well, that was better than real life.
Thanks.
Yes. Well, welcome to the show. It's nice to have
Thank
you.
Nice to be
Having
here.
way too much fun.
That's right. Already.
And tell me what you've been up to.
Basically practicing. Hoping we would learn all the numbers we were going to do today.
Well, good.
Many of the words.
Yeah, but the secret of our name is that we don't practice that much. We spend a lot of time eating supper and really ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
You have hors d'oeuvres and then ice cream? Or
Sometimes.
ice cream is first.
Big old dinner
Eat
first.
dessert first,
Big old
yeah,
dinner.
you never
and
know what's
then
gonna happen.
loafing and more loafing,
And a
some
little singing.
guitar playing, squabbling, playing with a video deck, and then dessert.
That's right. Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's the agenda.
That's our plan.
Sounds like fun. A long-standing tradition, I think.
Yeah, well, that's how we managed.
Decades.
That's how we've managed to stay together so long. Is I don't know, infrequency, I guess, is the cure. Staying loose.
Makes the heart grow fond. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're too loose.
Well, why don't you tell us about the first number?
Okay.
Okay, well, this is a totally bogus Latin number. It's sort of like a pseudo-medieval thing with a love theme, and it kind of has some completely non-Latinate nonsense in it. But it'll sound enormously Latin, and it's not even a little. But we'll, and it's a love song.
Of sorts.
Of sorts. Yes. Totally bogus Latin. Listen carefully.
A mow, a mass, I love a lass as a cedar tall and slender. Sweet cowslip's grace is her nominative case,
And she's of the feminine gender. Rorum corum sunt divorum perum scarum divo.
Tagrag,
Tag, periwiggin, periwiggin, hat band, periwiggin, hat band. Hickok horum genitivo. Can I decline a nymph divine? Her voice as a flute is dulcis, her oculus bright, her manus white, and soft when I tacto her pulses. Rorum corum sunt divorum, arum scarum divo.
Tagrag,
Periwiggin, hat band, periwiggin, hat band. Hickok horum genitivo. Oh, how bella my puella, I'll kiss secula seculorum. If I've luxed her, she's my uxor. Oh, dies benedictorum, rorum corum sunt divorum, herum scarum divo.
Tagrag,
Periwiggin, hat band, periwiggin, hat band. Hickok horum genitivo.
That's right.
That's how we will not
Always
be
in good
doing
taste.
tonight what we normally do in practice is always struck to the last note of any song, the harmonic note, to be completely spacey and dangerous.
See, I got confused.
yeah,
I
and
should have been in a different
Yeah,
place.
so
but
if we
yes.
do accidentally toss a sixth into a traditional British a cappella tune, then don't be nervous
It
at
can
all.
happen.
It'll be completely scary.
Okay.
Yes.
We should warn the folks at home, though. These are trained professionals.
So we
Yes,
can do
don't
anything
do this at home.
musically tasteless that we want.
Right, right. And if you see me, gently put a hand on a shoulder,
throttling either
it means
of
they're
us.
about to do something they're not supposed to, particularly when their picture's being taken.
No.
So,
We're good.
yes,
We're
when you're good, you're
trustworthy.
very, very good. And the rest of the time.
Our next two tunes come from the sacred harp tradition, and we have indeed trammeled that tradition by moving both of the numbers somewhat off-center. Sacred harp tradition is a shape note tradition, that is, instead of having little circles on the notes on the staff, what you have is your basic squares and triangles and funny looking shapes to tell you whether you're supposed to sing a la or a fa or a re or a mi or a do.
You don't use all the
No, we don't do that stuff, not even a little. So we took these and basically took the tunes and ran them right into the ground in our own special way. So I'm sure someone will give us a suitable note.
Okay.
There are two of them. The first one is Canaan, and the second one is called Babylon. And the first one, we don't really know what it's about. The second one is sort of like the Babylonian captivity. That's what my wife told me. Everybody's really happy that the Babylonian captivity is over. And they're going to get to go have a lot of fun with the Lord. Moving right along.
We shouldn't let him talk anymore, right?
I won't
no,
speak again
we'll sing
for the
Thank you.
duration of the show. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Farewell, my friends, I'm bound for Canaan. I'm traveling through the wilderness. Your company has been delightful. You who doth leave my mind distressed. I'm going away behind to leave you, perhaps never to meet again. But if we ever have the pleasure, I hope we'll meet on Canaan's land. Farewell, my friends, I'm bound for Canaan. I'm traveling through the wilderness. Your company has been delightful. You who doth leave my mind distressed. I'm going away behind to leave you, perhaps never to meet again. But if we ever have the pleasure, I hope we'll meet on Canaan's land.
And now we'll do another unaccompanied song called Babylon.
Hail the year so long expected, hail the day of full release. Zion's walls are now erected, and the watchman published peace. Throughout Shiloh's white dominion, hear the trumpet loudly roar. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. All her merchants stand in wonder. What is this that comes to pass? Murmuring like the distant thunder and crying out, alas, alas. Swell the sound, ye kings and nobles, priests and people, rich and poor. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Blow the trumpets in Mount Zion, Christ is come a second time. Ruling with a rod of iron, all who now as foes combine. Babel's garments we've rejected, and our fellowship is o'er. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more.
Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Babylon is fallen, is fallen, is fallen. Babylon is fallen to rise no more.
Yeah, so frequently, even though the sentiments are very, you know, we're going to shuffle off this mortal coil right now, the music is just great. And folks really get into it. You know, if you can ever go to a sacred harp sing, it's tremendous. Because the four parts get into a hollow square and you're smack in the middle of it all the time.
Yeah, and the perverse thing that we did with the first of the two, called Canaan, is normally it's in a more familiar Western kind of harmonization, but by my doing it in parallel fifths for parts of the song with Patsy, it's got like this Chinese feel to it, and it's really very strange to have like a gospel tune with a kind of a Chinese angle to it.
International music.
Whatever
The international trammeling of musical traditions.
Or the folk process.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to let the folks out there in TV land know that you also do a lot of swing tunes and
This is true.
a great variety of tunes, which we have restricted because of our copyright problems here on Horses Sing None of It.
Big
But
sissies.
if you would like to find out more about where to go and see WSAGN Biscalerme perform, or maybe you'd like to hire them to perform at your bar mitzvah or wedding.
Your
or,
children.
It's new age babysitting.
you can contact them at this number, 625-2314. Is that?
That's it. That's home. Yeah.
625-2314.
And don't be alarmed if there's kind of a strange message on the answering machine. Sometimes the cats answer, you know, and it's hard to understand their writing, so we ask you to repeat very slowly and carefully who you are and what you're about. Meow. Yeah.
Very good. And we're going to take a 1-minute break for a public service announcement, and we'll be back in 1 minute with We Still Ain't Got No Band, Supper Club, and Living Room Music, Emporium!
This is a molecule of water in the soil. Water and other molecules are absorbed by this tree root. Inside the tree, the water moves up the trunk, through a branch, and into a leaf. Here, in a leaf cell, the tree uses sunlight to transform water into new molecules called oxygen. Trees and other plants release millions of these oxygen molecules into the air every day. It's the very same oxygen that you and I breathe. Say thank you. Protect the forest.
Our sheep shear is over and supper is past. Here's an health to our mistress, all in a full glass. For she is a good woman and provides us with cheer. Here's an health to our mistress, so drink up your beer. Here's a health unto the master, he's the founder of the feast. We hope to God with all our hearts that his soul in heaven do rest.
Here's hoping that he prospers whatever he takes to hand. For we are all his servants and we are at his command. So drink, boys, drink, and see that you do not spill. For if you do, you shall drink too, for that is the master's will.
And now we've drunk the master's health, why shouldn't the missus go free? Why shouldn't she go to heaven as well as he?
For she is a good provider,
the broad as well as the tall.
So take your cup and fill it up, for 'tis our harvest all. So drink, boys, drink, and see that you do not spill. For if you do, you shall drink too, for that is the master's will.
So
drink, boys, drink, and see that you do not spill.
For if
you do, you shall drink too,
for that is the Master's will.
That's the sheep shear.
Sheep shear song. So now we're going to do some a cappella songs of the British
And
countryside
bucolic
tradition.
nature.
Bucolic, yes. We will be killing hares and foxes and pursuing them with guns. Boom. Okay, so
And
now
glee. This is the worst part of it. Glee and beer at the end.
Glee and killing. Song begins in the bar, ends in the bar, celebrating the hare that they run down, torn to bits, and made really unhappy. And it's a pretty cheerful song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Sportsman, arouse, the morning is clear, the larks are singing all in the air. Sportsman, arouse, the morning is clear, the larks are singing all in the air. Go tell your sweet lover,
The hounds are out.
go tell your sweet lover.
The hounds are out.
Saddle your horses, your saddles prepare, we'll away to some cover to seek for our hare. We search the woods, the groves all round, the trial being over, the game is found. We search the woods, the groves all round, the trial being over, the game is found. Then up she springs,
Through brake she flies.
then up she springs,
Through brake she flies.
Follow, follow the musical horn, sing, follow, hark forward, the innocent hare. The huntsman blows his joyful sound, tally-ho, me boys all over the down. The huntsman blows his joyful sound, tally-ho, me boys all over the down. From the woods to the valley,
See how she'll creep.
from the woods to the valley,
See how she'll creep. Follow, follow the musical horn, sing, follow, hark forward, the innocent hare. All along the green turf she pants for breath. The huntsman he cries out for death.
All along the green turf she pants for breath, the huntsman he cries out for death. Well out,
Retiring hare.
well out,
Retiring hare. Follow, follow the musical horn, sing, follow, hark forward, the innocent hare.
This hare has led us a noble run, success to sportsman every one.
This hare has led us a noble run, success to sportsman every one.
Such a JC has led us
4 hours or more.
Such a JC has led us
4 hours or more.
Wine and beer, we'll drink without fear. We'll drink a success to the innocent hare. The innocent hare, dead as a mackerel.
Right.
Thanks to Young Tradition.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah, the Young Tradition, a wonderful group of people of which there's only one survivor, but God bless them all. They taught us how to
with,
sing.
I think, a couple other people now.
Yeah,
Gonna
so
sing again,
maybe
yeah.
they'll
Gonna
sing.
sing again.
You bet.
Good. Well, we just have time. This show just flew by.
Yikes!
We just have
Running
time
off
to
now.
say goodbye. Thank you for coming on the show.
Well, it was our
Patsy,
pleasure once
Penny,
again.
Henry,
Oh, Ralph.
and to thank all the folks for tuning in. We hope to see you next week, or hope you'll see us next week on Horses Sing None of It.
Yeah.
And this is
I'll get it
an
eventually.
original of yours? Did I
Way
catch that
too
drift?
original.
Way
Way
too
too
Way
original.
too profoundly original. Written in the privacy of my bathroom.
Dedicated to the 60s folk scare.
Thinking about my friends, I'm wondering how they are as I'm sitting in my living room, playing my guitar, watching all the snow come down and covering up the park. I'm wishing they were here with me and singing in the dark. And you know I'd like to write a song for you, to sing for you the good friends that you are, to sing for all my heroes, my bright and shining stars, to my guitar and my lady and my kitties and my car. Some live in the city, others live on farms. Some have nice families, others live in bars. Some are very close to me, and some are very far. Some live in the past with me, I wonder how they are. And you know I'd like to write a song for you, to sing for you the good friends that you are, to sing for all my heroes, my bright and shining stars, to my guitar and my lady, and my kitties and my car.
Play it sweet, Brad.
And you know I'd like to write a song for you, to sing for you the good friends that you are, to sing for all my heroes, my bright and shining stars, to my guitar and my lady, and my kitties and my car. Farewell.
This is a molecule of water in the soil. Water and other molecules are absorbed by this tree root. Inside the tree, the water moves up the trunk, through a branch, and into a leaf. Here, in a leaf cell, the tree uses sunlight to transform water into new molecules called oxygen. Trees and other plants release millions of these oxygen molecules into the air every day. It's the very same oxygen that you and I breathe. Say thank you. Protect the forest.
So fare you well, my own true love. We'll meet another place, another time. It's not the leaving of Liverpool.